I'd like to welcome Christian Michael from Google.
Hi, my name is Christian Michael. I'm on the Grow with Google career certificate team at Google. At Google, the challenge we faced to find qualified candidates for our own IT support team really inspired the creation of this IT support professional certificate. We knew that qualified did not have to mean having a four-year college degree. In fact, a majority of IT support jobs in the US do not require a traditional college degree. We wanted to make the opportunities available to everyone. There are over 215,000 jobs in IT support in the US, and that number is projected to grow 10% by 2026, faster than the average of all other occupations. In Illinois alone, there are approximately 9,067 of these positions, according to the most recent Burning Glass data. And they're not just jobs, they're good jobs. An average wage for a computer user support specialist was about $51,000 a year.
That's a great wage.
That is.
Thank you for that information on your company. How can Illinois workNet users access program offerings from your company?
Great question. So we took what we learned from building our own pathway program, and in January of 2018, we launched this online curriculum to take beginner learners to job readiness at any company in less than 8 months. Back to your question, the content was developed exclusively by Google, but we put it on the Coursera platform. So interested learners can go to the Coursera platform and access any of our certificate programs, including this Google IT Support Professional Certificate through that platform. Our certificates have quickly become the most popular training on the Coursera platform out of 3,800 courses offered by universities and other training organizations. On this slide, you just see some of the course instructors, all of whom are former IT support specialists at Google.
That's a great testimonial to your program.
Yep.
Would you show our viewers how they can make decisions about which courses to choose?
Yeah, great question. Let me talk a little bit about the Google IT Support Professional Certificate to give you a better idea of what a learner will learn during this program. Now, I have to mention that you need no previous experience to start this certificate program. It really is meant to be a sort of entry-level IT certificate program. We call it a gateway program. So this beginner certificate is comprised of 5 courses that introduce the learner through a mix of video lectures, quizzes, hands-on labs, and widgets to troubleshooting, customer service, networking, operating systems, systems administration, and security. You can see here some of the stats from the course. So 64 hours of video, 26 interactive labs, and 31 coding assignments. One of my favorite labs has learners practice and then grades them on how they install, update, and remove software on a Linux server. So through our Quick Labs technology, learners actually get access to virtual servers and networks from their own computer, giving them access to hardware and software they wouldn't otherwise have access to. And then the next pathway stackable pathway certificate, I should say, is the Google IT Automation with Python Professional Certificate. Now, this requires a little bit of knowledge, and quite honestly, most individuals that take this Python Professional Certificate have already taken that entry level or gateway certificate. But perhaps you've been working in IT for a number of years and you want to advance your career in information technology. Well, this Python Automation Certificate might be the course for you. As you all may know, Python is now the most in-demand programming language by employers. So you can see this is a 6-course program. It provides beginner level training in IT. And you can see, similar to the entry-level certificate, you see some of the stats here. It's 29 weeks long, 24 hours, and very similar in approach with interactive labs to really give the learners a project-based learning environment.
Is the program manageable by different timeframes?
Absolutely. Yeah. We pace them in weeks, and a lot of it assumes that our learners have a lot of different things going on. So, for example, let me give you an idea of what that has looked like pre-COVID and during COVID. Pre-COVID, our average completion was around 6 months. For learners that were self-paced going through the certificate programs. Now we see that closer to 3 months. So people have a little bit more time on their hands, or perhaps they're really making sure that they're completing the courses quickly so that they can start applying for jobs, especially if they were dislocated as a result of COVID.
Do the participants have to take all of the courses?
Yeah, all of our certificate programs are, like I said, completion between 3 and 6 months. You can take, let's say, for example, you were just interested in increasing your skill in the configuration management end of the cloud. You can see that's one of the courses here in the Python Professional Certificate. You could sign up just to take that certificate program in just that course in particular. Now, that's not necessarily something that we recommend. We recommend taking the full complete certificate program, which is all 6 of those courses that are combined to make the certificate program. But it is possible for a learner just to take one of those courses if that is a course perhaps that they think would advance their career or help them get a job. But really, like I said, the package of the certificate is in that idea of taking that certificate and then going to an employer and being able to put that on a resume to show that they've completed and know about those skills that are involved in the certificate program.
What is an average cost associated with your program offerings?
There are no costs at all. So if a learner accesses our certificate programs, like I said, sit on the Coursera platform, and like you've said, sit on the Coursera platform, if they access it between now and the end of the year, there is absolutely no cost. They can complete that. They'll get a certificate. They can start putting that on their resume. In fact, we've worked with Badgely to give them a digital badge that they can then put on their LinkedIn profile that then further validates to employers that they've completed the certificate program. In addition, one of the things that I want to mention, and you see this on the slide here, is we've provided a whole host of different free job readiness resources. So individuals that are completing the certificate not only are getting the technical skills, but they're also getting resources from prep videos to downloadable resumes. We also give them access to a free virtual interview practice platform called Big Interview. And then we also give them a 20% discount for taking their A+ certification exam. So if they want to, after they take the certificate program, get a dual badge from CompTIA, they can sit for the A+ certification exam, and once they pass that certification, they get a dual badge from Google and CompTIA, making them even more attractive to employers that are looking for those entry-level help desk positions.
What other kind of slides do you have for me?
I always have more slides. One of the last things that I want to mention is our hiring consortium. We're really proud that not only are we looking at Google at talent through our certificate programs, but we've onboarded companies across the United States to do the same. And so we have a number of companies that have joined our free hiring consortium. So Sprint, Best Buy, Hulu, Walmart, Tech Systems, Intel are all looking for talent that is being produced by the certificate program. And we're working right now to onboard even more employers and more Illinois employers into this hiring consortium as well. And that just provides more more opportunities for completers of our certificates to actually get job placements. And that's what we want to be doing at Google, is closing the loop between completers of our certificate program and employers that are actually hiring for job placements right now.
Can participants use the credentials on their LinkedIn profile?
You could list under certifications the Python automation certificate once you've completed that. Most of the completers are listing these on their LinkedIn profile under certifications.
Christian, I want to thank you so much for spending your time with us today. We'll reach out to you if we have any questions that come up from the live stream.
All right. Thank you, Dee.